Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Tonight, I want to do a comparison against some vintage vice grips against the new version, the Malco Eagle grips, which are basically the same thing, just a newer version. Um, and also, too, before we get into that, I'll show you what we got here. We're gonna these things are really hard to age. I'm gonna try to do my best and run the little story from what I remember on these. Uh, Mr. Peterson invented these in 1921 and started selling them out of his trunk to like gas stations, auto mechanic shops, and built a name for himself. So in 1924, he patented them, and then I believe he's still selling them out the trunk. That's the ones I'm looking for, the pre 1942s. But his patent ran out in 1941, and then the war was going on, so he had a lot of adversity, I guess, like companies getting ready to take his idea or whatever. But, anyways, long story short, uh, he ended up in DeWitt, Nebraska, got a little shop, and start building these. These are my oldest ones right here. Actually, too, from 1940. He built this shop around 1941, 42, and that lasted all the way to 2008. So that I wanted to mention that. So these basically they sold out to, I believe it was Irwin. I'm not sure when Irwin bought them. If they bought them prior to that, like I'm not sure, but I know Irwin moved their manufacturing over to China. But these are really hard to like put a date on them. I kind of got it down a little bit. Like I said, this is just my opinion, you guys. Kind of, I mean, I have love for these pliers. I used to ride with a pair of these on the back of my bike as a kid. Some big ones too. They're the big ones, and so and that was in the '80s. So I got a lot of experience with vice grips, tearing up bolts with them. But long story short, aging them. These are, I believe, the oldest ones I have. There's a little patent number on here in 1942. And these are probably the second oldest ones I have. And they got the same patent number, 42. If you see right here, this has no marking. Like, there's no marking to show you the size. Instead, they put it right here. And at first, I was like, what the heck is that 10? When, you know what I mean? I didn't, because uh, pre, I want to say, what was pre 67 or 71, they added the quick release. And another thing that stumps me is I seen a picture of his the ones he was selling at the trunk basically, and they had the quick release on there, unless it was photoshopped. I'm not sure, but anyways, I believe in if he did come out with this and then patent it from 42 to 67 or 70. I don't honestly. I'm not sure. Well, actually, that ran until about like he put a new patent in 60. I guess it could be just 71. That's when they came out with these. 67 through 71, somewhere in there. And on top of that, they're hard to put a year on these. Like, I'm assuming these right here, because I know they put patents, the patent pending or whatever for a couple years after they start making them. So I'm putting these around in between 42 and 45. These ones right here, they stripped they don't put the number 7 right there, but they got number 7 right here, and this is the only pair I have with that. So, and this is missing a spring. I got to get a spring for these. But, yeah, these are good quality. Now let's go to let me see. Okay, right here. Now you see how they put the 7R, and then they stripped all the if you see on here, these are the pre-71s. Oh, actually, you got the patent, so these are, I put these the same, you know, 42 to 45 maybe. But that's what I'm saying, everything's kind of confusing because it's hard to put an age on these. But anyways, these right here got a patent and the 7R, so I'm putting these around, like I said, 71, a couple years after when they added the quick release. And I have another pair right here, same pair with the 7R, but it just says Vice Grip, where this has the patent. So they're really hard to age, but like I said, I think I got it down. Here's one with the patent number, and it has the 10R without this box. This is, and I aged this, the earliest I can prove that they're doing this is 81, and I'll show you guys that. These right here came out in 81, if I remember correctly. I believe they came in 81. And you see they got the 6LN, 6-inch long nose, but they got the box. And a lot of these have the box. And these, like I said, these you can't even, they're hard to put a age on. You can kind of just put them in a, what word am I looking for? In the time period that they were made, you know. But these right here, these are really good, and these are clean all the way around. All these do need to be cleaned up. These are all my collection right here. These are the ones, if I find better ones, I'll exchange them out. But yeah, the guy I got these from, he had a lot of, he was into woodworking, so he came up with these type of clamps. But yeah, like I said, these came out in 81, and like I said, these are way older than 81, I'm assuming, because these right here, these are the 5-inch, and I couldn't even find the year these came out. Like, I found the year for the needle nose, but I couldn't find that. I probably didn't look right. I know it's out there, but right here we got the patent, so I'm assuming these came out around same time the needle nose came out. And I got 3 pair of these 5-inch, and these two just say Vice Grip, so these are definitely newer version than these. So I'm putting these around, like I said, early 80s. I don't know if they released before the needle nose or after, so that's what I'm assuming. And what else did I want to cover? Sorry guys, I don't edit, I'm just trying to give you all the information I know of them. And like I said, these ones right here, I really like these. They're really, I haven't ran across these too much, or I haven't at all, and these are really old. But yeah, I just want to, we're going to do a comparison between the Malcos. I'll show you guys the Malcos up close. And another reason why I wanted to kind of do this video, you guys, is I just did a video on channel locks, the old versus the new, and honestly, Like I said, I'd rather have a pair of 1950s channel locks than the newer ones that are out now. In good condition, of course. Not no beat up 1950s, but a good condition of 1950s all day. These, though, I mean, let me get, before I go to another thing, like I said, everything kind of confuses me on this age is right here. If you see that, this is the only pair I got where it has a patent pending on the screw. And so yeah, I don't know what that's about. I didn't really research that. But these right here, let me get a pair. Same. Vintage versus the new style. If you can see, they're basically the same thing. The differences right away is you can tell that the Malco's got more beef, more metal, and also the bolster nut. Put an Allen on there, but everything else is besides the pretty chrome job. I'm not even going by that, but just this is definitely an upgrade. Like Malco continued the recipe. Definitely nothing wrong with the old schools, but these right here are definitely an upgrade from the old. And these old, I mean, it's hard to mess up what word am I looking for? It's hard to mess up a good plier if you apply the right applications, I guess. I want to show you these, and this is where that really you can tell like the upgrade. I'm going to get these pair, but if you can see right there, it's just massive. Here's another pair. I like waving over that. So they even upgraded a little in there. Yeah, they upgraded a little because these are the patent ones. So they made the jaws a little bigger a few years down the line, but even the bigger jaws versus the newer ones. Yeah, they're a little bigger, but you can just feel the quality in the Malcos. It's definitely recommend. This is what I would say. Yeah, this is like I said, they kept the recipe. Nice solid pair of locking vice grips, and of course I got the snap-ons too. These are the Malcos. Same thing as where's my. And the only reason why I got the snap-ons, you guys, is because they released these first, and I'm just a tool nerd, so had to have them. And then these came out a couple months later, and now I got both pairs. But and the good thing about Snap-on too, they are double the price. I think I paid like $80, 78 plus tax or something when they first. I think I was even on a waiting list or pre-order. I'm not sure, but I got them right when they came out. And the good thing about these, if I ever have an issue, which these are so solid, I don't think unless you totally trying to ruin them. But Snap-on will take care of you. Versus Malco, I'm sure they'll take care of you too if you have an issue with these. Which, like I said, I do believe these are. I don't, I'm not trying to dog it because I love my vice grips, my Petersons. But yeah, these are nice, and they are definitely, like I said, I would, if you like your old vice grips, you'll definitely, love them if you use them a lot. Yeah, that about sums it up, you guys. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that. There's really no differences in them, you guys. They just added a bolster, and this is, a design. Even we'll go back to the 1945s without the, but everything's, they keep a lot of things the same. Got the bolt, or the rivet, 2 rivets. So yeah, I'll just share that with you guys and try to help you guys on aging them. It's I think I'm pretty close to how I explained all the ages on them. But they're, they're a nice plier, and I like collecting them, and I want to get a pair of the pre 42s, and I think I would compare them to what he did in 10 years, because these, I believe, are his next ones after his ones from the trunk. These are the first ones when he got his store, I should say, opened up his shop. But yeah, I'm just rambling, you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any info, please let me know. Or if there's something I can help you answer to, let me know. I'll do my best. But on that note, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.